And we're going to start with Julian Edelman's latest Twitter post, Superman Cam and Batman Julianne. Wild, our resident Patriot fan. Scale of 1 to 10, how happy did this make you?
Can I just let you in behind the curtain a little bit? No Photoshop just pops up. Like, Julian Edelman must have had a hand in this. It's like, all right, we want Cam as Superman. That's an established thing. Then I think I want to be Batman. I want to be handsome. And they're like, Julian, how muscular do you want to be? Which Batman do you want to be? He's like, the most muscular.
How tall?
And then put the Patriot sign in the background. Just a wonderful image from two future Hall of Famers, Nick.
I hate the Hall of Fame thing. I can't even give. I got an Edelman tape.
Perfect.
I got Edelman tape.
Great producing.
We have to bring this back. I demand we do it again. I was going to give him a compliment.
We will. Hold on. Let's get a little spinning score here. Jamal Murray. No. We don't.
This is
we have
running back, J.K.
Oh, there's J.K.
This is
Dobbins.
J.K.
Yup, J.K. Hey, Brandon, that looks just like a wide receiver. I mean, I wouldn't know. You might.
Listen, guys, this is what, my third day on the show? Are you guys trying to impress me with these catches? I mean, I get it that he's a running back, but I'm not impressed. I'll let you guys know when I'm impressed. This is routine. He should be able to do this.
Oh, throw some more Edelman.
Spinning score. Jamal Murray. Watch it. Spinning around, Rudy Gobert lays that. Nick, is Jamal Murray getting enough credit for his play during this postseason? Whew.
Well, listen, he and Donovan Mitchell have been just locked in a duel. But Jamal Murray's last 2 games, I'll go ahead and say no one will ever put up a stat line quite like this over 2 playoff games again. It's not just that he's averaging 46 a game with 0 turnovers over these last 2 playoff games. His shooting splits are 57, 61, 100. What? Like, what? He's shooting 61% from the field, 57% from 3, 100% from the free throw line, no turnovers. He's been unreal.
Bang.
So has Donovan Mitchell throwing down on Michael Porter Jr. Wilds.
Oh, Westchester's own. Let me tell you about Donovan Mitchell, what makes this dunk special, Nick. He's the best in the league at that. He has the biggest distance between arc and dunk. I don't know if he practices, but that's what makes his dunks. Yeah, he's the best in the league at it. And this is also a pivot. This wasn't just a random dunk. This is a pivotal dunk.
Yeah,
he's one of those guys when he dunks, he always surprises you.
No, he doesn't.
That's one of my Mavs clips. Game 5, this was a physical one. Wait, 6 texts handed down, but one play in particular making news this morning. Marcus Morris appearing to step on Luka Doncic's bad ankle under the hoop. Well, as you'd imagine, Luka not happy after the game with what happened. Take a listen.
I have my own thoughts, but you know, I hope it wasn't intentional. And tell me, what do you think? I just hope it wasn't intentional, but you know, every person's gonna have their own thoughts, and just move on from there.
Well, Morris took to Twitter after the game saying this: I play this game with a level of respect for myself and other players. To think I would try to injure somebody is crazy to me. 10 years ago, going against the best. I stand on morals and hard work. I compete and leave it out there every game. He continues, basketball has never been that serious to try to hurt somebody. I'm not apologizing for expletive because I know what I put into this game day in and day out. It was a mistake. Deal with it. Competing is why I play. Nick, what was your reaction to this?
Well, I mean, you can believe him. I've watched Marcus Morris for far too long to believe him. I covered Marcus Morris when he was in college. I covered Marcus Morris when Bill Self had to sit his ass down because he wouldn't stop throwing violent, dangerous elbows at different collegiate opponents. If Marcus Morris has been 10 years playing this game,
Nick.
Okay, and you know what? And that was the argument.
Show me a Grayson moment. Show me.
Okay, that's fine. That's Brandon, that's fine. This ain't an elbow. This is after a made shot. He's 28 feet from the basket. He zeroes in on Luka's injured left ankle like a heat-sinking missile and goes and steps on it. There's no
Listen.
question here. This isn't gamesmanship. This isn't tough play. This isn't bully ball.
What's the kid's name
basketball.
from Duke? What's the kid's name from Duke? Grayson Allen.
Grayson Allen. He was a dirty ass player too.
Yeah, outside of Grayson Allen and the occasional CP3 punch to the you know what?
Yeah.
Like, come on, man, this is clean. I believe him, and here's why I believe him. Because yes, it's clean, and here's why I believe him. Because one moment you could be competing against a guy, and then the next moment you could be in the same locker room. So yes, there is a sense of integrity. You got to stand on morals. There's only a few guys that play dirty, and this guy isn't one of them. I don't care if you covered him for 20 years.
Of course he is. Of course he is one of them.
No way.
We saw he boinked a dude on the head in the preseason.
Oh, that's why he
didn't go out of his way. It was a step.
Where do you fall here?
Wilds, help us here.
Wilds, hold on.
Wilds, where do you fall?
Go ahead.
He has been trying to get in Luka's head from game one. What started the dust up that got Kristaps thrown out? Him putting his arm around Luka's neck got that whole thing going. Luka, and listen, am I a little biased here because you're attacking my child?
That's part of the game,
I'm a little biased here because you're attacking my large adult Slovenian son. However, he has been trying to get in his head. Luka is too mentally tough. So that sideline video, Wilds.
Wilds, can you break it? Break the tie, Wilds. Break the tie, Wilds.
Yeah, all right. Here it is. Here it is. I'll add a little nuance to the conversation. I don't think we live in a binary world. I 98% believe Marcus Morris. For this reason. If Marcus Morris wants to hurt you, he would do it blatantly. And Nick, you referenced it earlier. We had the team pull the video. The old bop on the head, one of the greatest plays in NBA history. He'll send a message very, very blatantly. Hey, I want you off of me. Blammo! Nuance is not
subtlety is not his thing.
Nuance.
He hit the guy in the head and then stepped to him.
This is amazing.
Yes, he does later on. The later the clip is. But look, Nick, I'll throw it back to you. This is the other 2% of the reason why I don't believe him. We've seen people
because you have eyes
say in the moment, Jalen tried to injure Kobe, and later like, oh, what'd I do? 10 years later, and Kobe's like, Jalen rose me. Jalen's like, yeah, I did try to get him out. And then there's also a video of Tracy and Kobe, where Tracy got a bad back and Kobe comes down the rebound and starts elbowing it back. So in the moment, you can deny it, but maybe 10 years later, Marcus Morris will be on, some show and be like, yeah, that was real. No. So that's the 2%, but 98% I believe you, Marcus Morris.
My God.
Nick, you're not convinced.
Please, if I ever am alleged to commit some type of crime, let me get Brandon Marshall and Kevin Wilds on my jury. Because evidently, video of me committing the crime is not enough. Look at this play. It's a made Clippers basket.
Listen, I played against
him out.
I played against Burfict. Whatever the guy's name. Whatever the guy's name.
Vontez
come on, man. I played against guys. Vontez Burfict. That's dirty. Come on now. That's dirty. Come on, this is just clean. It was an accident.
Hold on. It's not an accident. And I am not saying Marcus Morris. Burfict might be the dirtiest player in sports in the last decade. I'm not saying he rises to that level. I will say this though: he shouldn't be playing in Game 6. The league changed the rules.
Give me a point.
Okay, hold on. What are you saying? You're saying he should be thrown out because of this play?
He should be suspended, of course. Well, I mean, listen, we saw Zaza Pachulia intentionally go after Kawhi's ankle. It totally changed, you could argue, Kawhi's entire career as a Spur. He never played in another playoff game with the Spurs. He missed the rest of that series, and the league changed the rules. They made that a flagrant foul because going after a guy, particularly his feet or his ankles, when they're in a vulnerable spot, it goes against everything basketball's about. And Marcus Morris knows Luka's been busting their head all series.
Too.
So was this a move to empower the team? Did they come out a little bit better on the other side of this as a result?
The Mavs?
The Clippers.
No.
The Clippers.
No. Listen. Hey, Jenna, all this is just Nick trying to take up for his boy, Luka. I love Luka, too. I've been saying it since Monday. But he's a big boy. He can take up for himself. All right? Stop taking up for Luka.
He did.
He's okay.
Luka said without saying in that press conference, he thinks it was intentional. He said without
Nick,
saying it, and you know it. You saw a look on his face.
And then Luka watched the film.
What do you think?
Luka watched the film. He said, probably not. Probably not.
Go ahead, Wilds.
Nick, if you think it's intentional, can you give a letter grade to Marcus Morris's acting post stepping on the shoe, where he picks up the shoe, gives it back to Luka, and also tries to catch his fall? Letter grade for Marcus Morris's acting, A through F.
Listen, we all got kids. It's the same thing as when your kid is doing something they know they're not supposed to do, but then realizes it's gone too far. When he realizes my intentional maiming of his ankle resulted in his shoe coming off, they might be looking at me. So let me try to help.
What's the grade?
That's obvious. I'll give his acting a B-. But it's listen, Marcus Morris, you don't have... he has not earned the benefit of the doubt. The only reason I can't give you his dirty plays in high school is because we don't have video of it. At every team, at every level, he has been this type of guy. We know it.
I guess we'll never know what really happened, what true intentions were. We gotta take a break.
I bet you Adam Silver does something.
No way.
Look who's going to join us on the other side. Ennis Cantor's getting ready, fired up. He's